Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in this video of the series, we will be talking about JavaScript. We will be adding JavaScript to our application, or in this video, at least the homepage part. We wanted to show the top trending coins, right? On our page, I'll show you here. On our page, we wanted to show these top coins with their name and their prices and the logo and all of these things. So we will be adding that. And for this, we are going to use Gecko API. So I'm going to quickly open Gecko API, coingecko.com/API. And here we are going to be using the free one. So just go on to explore docs. And here are all the APIs we need to use. So API v3 we will be using, and there are a lot of APIs. So for this, we are going to start with the trending one. So these are going to give you a search results of top 7 coins on the CoinGecko platform, and we'll be using this. So if I click on this, if I click on try it out and hit execute, I will get a sample response, and this is how the response is going to look like. And from this, what do I need? I need the ID. I need this ID. I need the name, obviously. I need the symbol in the bracket. Remember, I want to show the symbol as well. So name and that bracket symbol. And after that, I want the thumb, the image, the logo, which we were talking about, and price in BTC. So we are getting price in BTC. We might want to fix that because we wanted to show the price in INR. So it seems like CoinGecko is giving us the price in Bitcoin. So that means we also need another price. So I'll open another tab for CoinGecko, another one. And this one, I want BTC to INR. So let's see. Do we get price? We're going to get token price. And I want to try which ID, Bitcoin, which currency, INR, right? I want Bitcoin versus INR price. So execute. And here we go. So I have got the price of Bitcoin in INR, and then I have got all the currencies in Bitcoin. So that means I can theoretically convert any currency to INR. So currency to Bitcoin, Bitcoin to INR. And that will work. That will be like super amazing. Now, we have these URLs and everything. We're going to need them. There is no API key for this one. So I don't need any API key for that matter. I'm going to take it to my code, and let's start here. So I start with index.js, and this is specifically for my home page, right? Index. So I paste the trending one. I go to my browser back, and I need the URL for the conversion, which is this, the requested URL. Copy this, go back to my code, and paste it here. Now, on detail, when this window is loaded, just when this window is loaded, I want to start fetching the data. I want to run this JavaScript as soon as this window is loaded. Okay, so for that, there is a function called as window.onload. So we're going to use that. And it's a prop here. So we're going to pass a function. And in this function, we are going to write whatever JavaScript we want. So I'm not going to make it too much messed up. I'm going to create a new function here. So we keep things a little clean. So maybe call this window loaded. And I'm going to call this function inside here. So directly, I won't mess things up. I will create a separate function, and there I'm going to call all of these things. Okay. So when the window is loaded, as soon as the window is loaded, I want to do something. I'll show you here. So if I were to alert, window is loaded, and hit save, go back to my browser. As soon as the window is loaded, I'm going to get the alert. Window is loaded. You see, hit refresh. As soon as it's there, window is loaded. So let's go back to code. What I want to do now is I want to fetch. What do I want to fetch at this point? I want to fetch the currency first of all. I want to fetch the conversion rate so that I at least have the conversion rate. So fetch. Okay. Pass the URL. This is my Bitcoin conversion URL. right? Paste it here. Paste it here. Then we need to convert it to JSON, right? Remember, this is going to be needed to convert into JSON format. So dot then. For converting to JSON, I'll write another function. Function convert to JSON. It takes a parameter. It takes a parameter, say for example, response. And what it does is returns response.json. And the reason I am making this as a separate function is I will be making a lot of fetch calls, in this page and other pages also. And for that purpose, this convert function will always be used. In all of the fetch API calls, I will need this function. I will need to convert it into JSON format. So here, once the function is ready, just pass the function. Then again dot then. And then here I will need to handle a data. So maybe I will create another function. BTC info is loaded now, right? So load coin data. And then I will pass load coin data. Okay, this will get the data. This will get the data. And I will show you console.log that this data is actually nothing very fancy. I'll go back to my Firefox. My Edge. I'm used to Firefox. So if you see here, the object, you see this is just the data which I was getting from the response. It's nothing very fancy. If I show you here, this was my object. Remember? Object Bitcoin INR. Same thing here. Object Bitcoin INR. It's the exact same data which was shown in the documentation. So nothing out of the box, nothing scary for me. All I have to do is, I already have this in my data variable. So data.bitcoin.inr. And doing that, I will get the conversion rate. So I'll save it here, const conversion rate is equal to data.bitcoin.inr. And again, at every step we should confirm. So again, I'll just write console.log conversion rate. Simple. We go back to my browser and we see the conversion rate is here. That is a number. Yes, that's a conversion rate. That is 1 Bitcoin is equivalent to these many rupees. Now, we have the conversion rate. The reason we needed this conversion rate was because all of this data is in Bitcoin. Remember, this price is in BTC. So we have to convert it into INR. So to convert, we just multiply with this conversion rate, which we already have now. So now, once the data of my Bitcoin conversion is loaded, I'll go back and write another fetch call. Simple. I'll create another fetch call. Why not? I can create as many fetch calls as I want. So in this fetch call, I'm going to call the trending one. Remember, once the trending is called, then convert, not the data, to JSON, because this data needs to be converted into JSON, not the price conversion. Now, price conversion we will do, but then again, I will have another then. Just pass a callback function here, and just check some data. And in this function here, what I will do is just show you what the data I'm getting. Console.log data. And here we go. This is an object again with all the coins. Remember 7 coins? We have got those 7 coins now. We have also got the conversion rate. We will do now very, very easy things. Okay. Again, not to make it too much messy, I will create another function. Not in quotes. Function is not supposed to be created in quotes. Function render. You're gonna pass the coin data as well as the conversion rate. So from here, I'm gonna call the render function, pass the data, which is the coin data, and the conversion rate, which is the conversion rate. I don't need this console.log. These functions are clear. Now we'll focus on the render function. At this point, I'll show you console.log coin data, comma, conversion rate. We are getting both the information. I'll show you here. Check my browser. coins, exchanges, and the second param here is the conversion rate. We've got both of them. From here we need coins, and then which is an array, we are going to loop on it. So let's do that now. So we've got the data. Now let's loop on it. So a very simple for loop. For let I is equal to 0, I is less than data dot length, I plus plus, simple for loop. And here we'll take single coin. Single coin is equal to coin data of I. Remember, array elements, we're just taking one single element from this array. Then console.log. At every step we are going to confirm. And the reason for that is, if we are having a bug, we will know it right now. Otherwise, we do everything and then we check, oh, why is it not working? What is happening? What is happening? So it's better to just, confirm things doing step by step. That is really going to be helpful. Okay. So we got coin data, let I is equal to 0, coin data, length, and I plus plus. Let's save and let's go back to my browser and see. And we have a problem. It is supposed to show me the data, but it seems like there is no data. Let's see what is the problem. Right? Something is going wrong. Something is messing up. We need to check that. Let's go back here. Let's see. We got for let I is equal to 0. Okay, that is fine. I is less than coin data dot length. Coin data dot length. I plus plus. This all seems fine. Let's just check console.log abcd. Let's see if we get any log. And at the same time, let's also do console.log coin data, so that we get at least, do we have coin data dot length or whatever. Let's see. Okay. The first console we get, and we notice something. The array is not this. Array is coin data dot coins. This is an array. So what I mean here, I will have to do coin data dot coins dot length, and here as well coin data dot coins of I. Now if I save, we'll go back to the browser. Now if I save, I get all of these separate items, separate single coin basically. From this, we will now take out whatever we want. So take a note here. Each of these items, what do they have? They have dot item. First of all, I have to do dot item, and then they have ID, then they have image, then they have image. I will do, yes, thumb we need, right? So thumb we will take, name we will take, price BTC we need. Okay, so we'll go back to our code and let's fetch these things. So I don't need this anymore. I don't need this console also, so I'm going to remove it. And here I have to do dot items. Remember, it was object dot items. So we're going to do that. And now, what do we need here? So I'm going to write const logo. First of all, we need logo. Const name, we need name. Const price. We need three things basically. The logo on the left side, name top, price bottom. Simple. So logo is going to be single coin dot thumb. Remember. Name is going to be, now it is going to be concatenation of two items, right? So here if you see, if you see in my browser, the thumb is here, not here, here, name is concatenation of two items. So your first is the name and then you have the symbol. So here if you go to my code, oh, not the whiteboard, let's go to the code in that case. Here we go. So if you go to the code, name has to be two things. So I'm going to use simple string templating. So backticks, $curly, and here single coin dot name space brackets. Inside that I have to do symbol. So single coin dot symbol. Again, these object keys, I'm not deciding. It's already there, coming from the backend. This object keys and everything is coming from the backend. I'm not deciding that. Okay. So we have to be careful about that. That each backend will have its own. And this will be single coin dot price Now the price was in BTC, remember? Price BTC. Let's also meanwhile, this has to be not item. Yeah. So we've got the data, we've got the price. Let's do console and I'll show you console.log, logo, name, price. Okay, let's go to my browser and remove this console as well. We don't need this. I'm gonna just remove it. Hit save. Let's go to the browser. The logo, we have got all the asset URL. Here we go. The name we have got properly done, and the price. Now price is in BTC. This needs to be handled. This price needs to be handled and converted into INR. All I will do is just multiply. That's what you do, right? Suppose if I tell you a thing is worth, $10, and you know that $1 is about 75 rupees. You will multiply 10 into 75, 750 rupees. So here I'm telling you that 1 USDT is worth these many Bitcoins. You already know what is 1 Bitcoin in INR. So you just same thing, multiply, and you will get the price in INR. Simple. So let's go back to code and let's convert this. So multiply conversion rate. You already have this. And I go back to Firefox and see. If we see, we've got all the conversion rate here. Seems pretty fine to me. Just one slight problem. And that problem is that we need, up to maybe 2 or 3 decimal places. This is a lot. This is like a really lot decimal places. So we might want to fix that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of rounding. So math.round. And this thing I'm going to say 4 decimal places. Let's have 4 decimal places. So I'm going to multiply this by 1000 so that we get 4 decimal places and divide by 1000. Oh, I need 10,000 in that if I need 4, because it has to be 40, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. So I need 10,000 here and then even 10,000 there. And I go back and we have all the prices. Simple. All the prices are here. Terra USD recently fallen. It's really low now. Anyway, so we've got the prices correctly in INR. We have got the logo, that is the thumb, and we have got the name correctly. Now it is just a matter of creating your DOM elements and just saving it. Okay. So for that, I'll just create a function. Oh, I need to go to the code. Here, I'm going to create a function. I'll call it insert crypto card. For each of the card I'm going to insert, and it will need 3 things: thumb, name, and the price. All I need is these things, right? And I'll make sure that I'm calling this function insert crypto card, logo, name, and the price. I don't need this console, so I'm going to remove it. So I have this data. Simple. Now what do I need? I need to create. I'll just create a bunch of elements. So to do this, I have to refer to my HTML basically. That what exactly was I creating? So in my, not detail, in my index.html, this was one card which I was creating. So I'm going to copy this and just paste it here, obviously inside comments. Here, just to refer what we were doing. So first of all, we were having a paragraph. So document.createElement, and the element was p. Save this. So const price para would be this. Then give the text here. So price para dot inner text. Remember, here we have to use inner text and not inner HTML. And the reason for that is very simple. We are not entering any HTML values. We are changing the text. We're not changing any HTML, are we? We are only changing the text. We're not giving any HTML code inside. As long as we're not doing that, we don't need to use inner HTML. Will it work? Yes. Should we do it? No. Okay. So now we're going to do inner text. And again, we need to prepend the rupee symbol. So I'm just going to use string templating and use the rupee symbol here. Give it a space and use the price, $price. Simple. Right, this paragraph is done. Let's do the H1 as well. And here const, for the H1 will be maybe name lm or name heading, name head, document dot create element. Which element do we need to create? H1. Okay. Name head dot inner text. Where is the text? It is in the name variable. So name. This is also done. Now we need to create a left div. So okay, const left, not left. This would be the right? So right container is equal to document dot create element. Which element? Div element. Simple. Right container dot class list. We need to add a class also. Which class? This f left class. So I'm gonna add this. And inside this, we also need to append all the children. So append child. Which child first? Has to be the name header. Then second dot append child has to be the price. Price para. So we have created the right side, completely done. Now let's focus on the left side. Very simple. Left side is just one image. Const image lm. I just call it image container or element, anything. Document.create element. Which element? img. Need to give the src. Okay. Image lm dot src. Which src? We already have the thumb. Right? It's so simple. Now what do we need to give class? So let's do that. So image lm dot here we go. Image lm dot class list dot add. What do we want to add? We'll first add fleft. So classes we have to add separately. So fleft comma the second class is going to be card images. Now we cannot do space and then just keep on adding multiple classes. No. Here if you want to add separate classes, you just use comma and use the second string for the second class, and so on and so forth. In this function, you can add as many classes as you want. Here you go. It doesn't matter. But they have to be separate. That's all. Then alt. So image lm, not image lm dot alt. Simple. Coin image. Simple. Done. Image lm is also done. We'll create a simple card container. Okay, let's do that. Const card container. Document, not decode URI. Document dot create element. Create element. Which element? Div. Card container. Dot class list. Dot add. What do we want to add to our class list? There are two classes. Flex item small. Okay. And the card. Done. This is also done. So now card container will append two children. Append child. What is the first child? The image. Because we have to show it first, right? It will be added first, right? We're shown first on the left side. And then the second one, card container. Dot append child. Which is the second child? The right container. Done. Done. My card is created with all the data, with all the customization. Now all I have to do is append it here, not in the detail again, in this index, in this container. I'll give it an ID and I'll call it coins container. Okay. So all I have to do is append inside the coins container. Simple. Document dot get element by ID. Coins container, right? Dot append child. I don't even need to save it in a variable because I'm not going to use it again. So append what? Card container. Append the card container. That's all. That's literally all. And also by default, we have to remove the default ones, right? We need to remove them. Otherwise, it's going to show everything with the default. So I'm going to clear them up. Here we go. right? Everything is empty. And at this point, if I go to my browser, I should be seeing all the new coins, which are, being fetched from CoinGecko and not the default ones which we have set. So let's go to the browser. And here we are in the browser. Let's see, moment of truth. Let's see. And we have that. Okay, there are some names which are really big. Maybe I want to change the width and, fix the CSS for this. But we have got the coins. We have got all the dynamic lists. That is what we were looking for. Let's quickly fix that CSS. It was looking really, really weird. So that would be in my index.css. And I think flex item small, we gave 20 rem. Maybe I'm going to increase it to 25 rem or something. Okay, let's see now. And that looks good. So 25 rem is better, everything is just fitting completely fine. And all the coins are working. That is what I wanted, right? And that would be it. I think that would be it for this video. Yep. We have successfully added the top trending coins to our home page. In the next video, we will be now moving to the search page. And right now the navigation bar also doesn't work. So we'll be doing that. Let's quickly do that. In fact, let's quickly do that. Navigation bar, adding the search functionality to the navigation bar is not very difficult thing actually. And one more thing I want to do, this convert to JSON thing, I'm going to move it inside common function, common.js. And the reason I'm doing that is because this is going to be used quite a lot. So what's better is, I just put it in common.js. Now for navigation bar, remember the button, I already gave it an ID, nav search button. So I'm going to take the element from this document.getElement by ID, have the ID, I'll just add an event listener. Which event? Click event, which is the listener function. And what do I want to do here? I want to navigate. Where do I want to navigate? Search.html. So window.location, not local storage, location.href is equal to where do I want to take it? I want to take it to search.html. Simple. Very, very simple. And I'll show you. We'll go back to my browser. Here we are in the browser again. And I just make sure if I'm refreshed. Yep. And now I just click on search. Boom. We are at search. Yeah, I want to click on the, the logo or the company title to go back to the home page. Maybe I'll do that, but the search again, this function button is working. And on any page, if I'm on detail page also, and then I'm going to back to search, it'll work. It'll just work. And yeah, that would be it for this video. And I will see you in the next one where we will add JavaScript to our search functionality. Okay, bye-bye.